So, I know I've made a lot of videos crapping on Wild Waves, and honestly, the park deserves it, but I'm gonna make a positive video about Wild Waves here. So, Wild Thing, a cloned, relocated Aero Looper. Who's gonna think a coaster like this is worth doing a review? I do. So, this was formerly located at Boblo Island. So, for any of my Urbex followers, that's a cool little nugget for you because, hey, there's still some stuff left of that place, and I know a lot of urban explorers go there. So, here's another remnant of Boblo Island. I'm personally surprised I made it here before I made it to see actual ruins of that place, to see one of the roller coasters that operated there when it was open. So I'm trying to remember, was this Boblo Island or Rocky Point? I'm forgetting. But anyway, they were both very similar parks. But anyway, I'm going to do a review of this ride. So it's actually pretty good. So the trains, they have the same padding that you find on rides like Loch Ness Monster, Tennessee Tornado, rides like that. So the trains are well padded, so you don't have to worry about jostling around on something that's super hard like you do on rides like Anaconda that are just terrible, and other rides that have similar layouts to this. So you've got the padded seats, and this ride also tracks relatively smoothly. So, like, normally I think corkscrews from Aero, those are brutal, but these, it tracks relatively smoothly into them. I mean, maybe it goes slower into them than it does on others because this could be a smaller model, I don't know, but hey, it's actually pretty good. So, yeah, like, I mean, this drop, you get some, like, I mean, there isn't really any airtime on the drop, and even in the back row. I was brave enough to ride this thing in the back row because of how good it is. And when I rode it in other rows, yes, I got multiple rides on this. This was not a one and done. And that loop has some good forces. But yeah, like, I mean, Wild Thing, I'm gonna say this thing is definitely an underrated ride from Aerodynamics. So I mean, here we're gonna watch it off ride so that we can see it, and I will be narrating what each portion of the ride is. So, got the lift hill here, classic Aero chain lift. And but like, I don't know what maintenance has done to this ride to make it so that it runs well. Well, I do know they added that padding. But that's not what makes it so that it tracks smoothly. There's no head banging. On some Aero loopers, I've had problems with. Yeah. So there's the drop, there's the loop. That thing's pretty intense. The back row is the most intense, and then you can see it go through the two corkscrews over there. But as I was saying, I have had problems with some Aero loopers in the past where they'll shove the over-the-shoulder restraints down and it smashes my boobs. So that kind of hurts when they do that. But the ops were not stapling on this one, so honestly, this is one of the better Aero loopers.